So, I don't know if you can hear, the water's pretty quiet. The flow level is clearly way lower than it has been. The air temperature is about 36. Water temperature should be around 40, maybe a little below 40 according to the stream gauge. It's about probably getting close to 7:30 here on February 11th, 10th. So it's February 10th. Now I know the date. I'm doing a little voiceover here to tell you about our return trip from Puerto Vallarta. Just in time for sunrise. Throughout this video, though, you may hear the geese in the background. You probably can't see them, but they're in frame downriver there. And as the sun gets a little higher, they are actually in the sunlight at various times. They're not that far downstream, but with this wide-angle lens, it's tough to see them. I'm still shivering a little because I haven't showered yet, so you may hear that in my voice. So our trip back from Puerto Vallarta was, we had a couple little fun adventures that I just wanted to share with you because I thought it was kind of funny. So we had to leave our unit at 11 o'clock, and Sarah and I actually got up. We were hoping to take the bus into town and get back and maybe have breakfast and everything before we had to check out at 11. But, honestly, I still felt a little bit tired and under the weather. I wasn't, I'm not sick really, but I was just exhausted. And so we ended up sleeping in too late, and it was after 7 when we finally got up. So instead we did a 4-mile loop where we walked out through some neighborhoods. Actually, we walked out the river on the north side, and then wandered through some neighborhoods, and then came around across the bridge and came back down the river on the south side, which was a really nice walk. And we saw it was nice too because it was early in the morning, and because I was going into town with you, I hadn't gone through those neighborhoods like I used to, and I'd forgotten there's all these women doing aerobics classes or Zumba just out in parks, and it's actually really kind of cool to walk by and see all that. So anyway, we got back to our unit, and then kind of got organized and checked out of the unit at 11, and then we decided we were going to go down, sit by the pool, because we didn't have to leave to go to the airport till between 2 and 3 o'clock. So and we went down by the pool, and I talked Sarah and Taryn into going down into the ocean with me. So we went down and bobbed around just outside the breakers for about 15 minutes, and actually they really enjoyed it. It took some arm twisting to get them out there, but we had a good time. So we came back, and then we swam, and then I actually played water volleyball. They didn't have enough people, and most of the super competitive people weren't there, so I figured it would be fun, and I actually had a good time. So I ended up playing water volleyball till like 1 o'clock, and then ate lunch, and then it was time to take our showers and get ready to go to the airport. So I don't know if you know this, but there was a shower in the front area in that little courtyard, and Sarah and I were going to go use that shower. But we went and we sat out there for like 15-20 minutes, and somebody was in there, and finally we were just like, we've got to go take showers. And so there's other showers under the bar behind the pool, and so I went into the men's shower and Sarah went into the women's shower, and and I took my shower, and I came out, and I was kind of waiting for Sarah, and there was no sign of her. And then I got a phone call from Sarah, but then I could hear her saying something, but then it cut out. And so I walked back down around by the shower, and I was trying to call her back, and I could hear her say, "Help, I'm trapped in the shower." And so I go down, and I kind of poke my head in the women's restroom, and there's a guy in there trying to get the shower door open for her. Just some guy standing at the unit. And we couldn't get the door open. And so I go and I call for the maintenance people to come. And And I went back and forth, and there was this older guy there who, who was trying to help, and, was kind of, you know, people who, they want to be helpful, but it's just like they're not really doing anything. And this is what that guy was doing. He was just kind of in the way. And so I went back to the men's shower, which I just gotten out of, and went inside and looked at the locking mechanism. And it was just a little slider, but I noticed that the little steel knob that comes out off the slider twisted. And so when you twisted it tighter, it locked it. And when you untwisted it, it loosened it. And I thought, well, maybe that's a problem. So I went back around. Just then the maintenance guy showed up. And so the maintenance guy walks over, and I say to, as I'm saying to Sarah, try twisting the little lever thing and then see if it'll slide. And the maintenance guy walks over, and he like grabs the shower door and he opens it. And it's because she had just untwisted the thing and actually managed to get the lock to unlock. So anyway, it was kind of funny. And Sarah always talks about how, the video game Myst, she always had trouble with those little puzzles, like mechanical things. And it's just not her forte. So anyway, eventually she got out. We made it to the airport on time. Everything went fine. And then we flew into Portland. It was a breeze getting through customs and our luggage and everything. And then we jumped in the shuttle to head to the airport, or to head to the hotel. And as we get in the shuttle, Taryn's like, "Where's my backpack?" And so Taryn had left his backpack in baggage claim before we went through customs. And it ended up being really easy. So we decided to go back to the hotel. And as we're in the hotel lobby of the hotel checking out, Taryn gets a phone call, and somebody from Alaska Airlines had found his backpack in baggage claim. They opened his computer, saw his name on it, and then looked him up on the passenger manifests, and then called his number. And so we drove right back to the airport. He and Sarah went in to get it while I circled. I just had to circle around one time, and I came back and picked him up, and it ended up being really easy. So anyway, that was our trip home. Spent the night in Portland in the hotel, and then drove home. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. I'll talk to you later. Bye.